Hickok 45 here. Oh, I don't have a firearm, do I? Oh, yes, I do. It's in my pocket, and it's a Max-9, and I'm going to shoot it. How's that? Yeah, man. Whoa! We launched that rocket. Bowling pin. I missed a bowling pin. How did I do that? Where's that other mag? I've got one. Yes, there it is. No, that one has 12 rounds. Or if I put 12 in it. Let's smoke some pot. Ah, got away from me. There we go. No, there we go. Smoked him on the ground. Let's hit that tree limb. Let's go. I'm gonna have to improve my shooting with it, right? Oh man. So yeah, this is a Max-9 from Ruger, and we just got it. It's just out, and you probably heard all about it, but thought we would shoot it and let you know what we think. This is a class of firearms, you know, that I have a strong interest in. You know, pocket 9s like this, especially if they hold 10 rounds with a flush magazine. Okay, you get a 12 round mag, you got a 10 round mag, and I generally prefer the flush mag, depending on the length of the grip. I mean, that's the advantage of a little gun. It can be a pocket gun. If you put a gigantic magazine in it, it becomes a bigger gun. Sometimes that's okay. It still fits where you want to carry it, and you might want to carry it on your belt. But yeah, I'm impressed with little guns that I can shoot well, at least well enough. You know, they basically are real guns, but they're small enough to put in your pocket, carry on your belt, whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so let's load up again, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. I was a little distracted here. You notice I realized the breakdown on this. I was going to bring out a tool to break it down. I might have a tool. We'll see. But it is basically, I'll put the LC9 over here. See, it's basically a blown up version of the LC9, you know, which breaks down the same way. You know, you got that pin deal and everything. It's been widened a little bit and beefed up a little bit, and holds you know, 10 rounds in the flush mag, whereas the LC9 held 7. Okay, so that's the difference, biggest difference. And of course, you've got the optic plate you can take off, put an optic on it, and even co-witness perhaps. It's got sights that are fairly high. It's got a fiber optic front sight that also has tritium in it, so you get a night sight, nice front sight in this one. Pretty cool gun for $4.99. And I'm sure once they're out there and more plentiful, and the firearms apocalypse ends, if that ever happens, they'll be probably priced a lot, I don't know about a lot, but lower than that. You know how those go. As people start buying them in big numbers, like the Shield, gosh, it's some embarrassingly low prices for some of these really good guns. And Ruger's pretty well known for having very reasonable prices. So that's kind of what you got in a nutshell. And of course we still does. So yeah, I got a bunch of other guns out. I'm not gonna, you know, spend 30 minutes. Of course I always say that, don't I? Comparing with every other gun out here. I think we'll do a video on the Micro-9, quote unquote, the microcompact, and kind of get into all of them. Okay, I even have a Shield I just got and haven't really even fired it, I guess, yet. And so we will include all of these and talk a lot about all of them here in the near future, actually, before I send back this or the Shield and some of that. But I will give you just a brief overview and how it compares, okay, with these other firearms. First and foremost, I guess, you know, like I said, the LC9 you may be familiar with, and these are nice guns. They really are. They hold like 7 flush. I'm talking flush mags. You can get extended mags for a lot of different guns. For that Glock 26 lying over there, I can get a 33 mag that'll work in it, right? I kind of judge these by the flush magazine, how many it holds. And so it holds 7 in flush mag, and those are nice. They really are, and actually more streamlined than the Max-9, you know, on the slide and everything. Not quite as wide and thick, and it's lighter, a little bit lighter. Okay, So, but when you beef it up, you can, it's easier to have the plate and have the optic, mount back there. And of course, with a little bit of beefing up in the grip, and you don't really notice it much. I still like a little thicker grip, but you get 9 rounds. You get a magazine, it'll hold more. Okay, and of course, I got the P365 out here. I've got the Hellcat, and I've got the Shield Plus, just for kind of a quick, comparison. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go ahead and give you the weights, and I'll do just a little bit of demonstration of the thickness, maybe, if there's not a lot of difference really. And I got a little cheat sheet here on the weights, so listen carefully, and you can rewind this. If we start with the heaviest gun, the Glock 26, this is kind of where it all started in a way, right? This is a nice gun, holds 10 flush magazine, still a very popular gun. But these all do kind of the same thing in a less weight. But it weighs 21 5/8 ounces by my scale, okay? The LC9 now, dropping to the lightest one, this is where the Max-9 began, basically. The LC9 is 17.5 ounces, okay? 17.5 by my scale. Max-9 is 18 3/8 ounces, 18 3/8. The Hellcat, guess what, is exactly the same, 18 3/8 ounces, okay? And then we get the P365, it is 18 5/8 ounces, almost the same thing, all right? And then when you move into the Shield, which I've not even fired that yet, I guess that's the Shield Plus, it is 20 1/4. That's all with a flush mag, empty flush mag, okay, 20 1/4. So that gives you an idea on the weight, okay? I was going to hide my cheat sheet and act like I had all that in my head, but you would have known better than that, right? So let me shoot it again, and then I'll talk a little bit about thickness and that sort of thing. And again, let's get the right gun. You got your optic sight, night sight, just blacked out rear sight, which a lot of people like. You got nice serrations on it. Being a little thicker, it is easier to grab and manage. Pretty nice grip. I would need a wraparound Talon grip, something on that. It triggers, as you can tell by looking at it, looks just like the LC9, doesn't it? The trigger. And it feels kind of like it. Nothing to write home about, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I was having a little trouble. I don't know, I was kind of pulling to the right or left with it. It's a kind of a thinnish gun, and I'm not shot a whole lot. So let me remedy that, shoot a little bit more, okay? I had it in a holster. Yeah, I had it in a pocket holster. Guess what? This will give you an idea on thickness and size. Where's my Hellcat? There it is, or Heckcat, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to curse at you. So this is actually H-Cat. See, that's how I keep up with my holsters. This is for the Hellcat, which is unloaded. Of course, all these are. It fits in there pretty well. That'll give you an idea. Okay, a little tighter, a little thicker, but not a lot. Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of where it fits. I won't stick it in my pocket this time. Let's make it ready and take a shot. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can really bear down here now. Let's go on over and pop something over there, like the gong, or try to. There we go. There we go. Have to think about it. Have to focus. A cowboy. Close and dirty. It's not a problem, and you just want to work with it. Let's shoot that target. Okay. Minute a bad guy, basically. Kind of getting the hang of it. It's got a nice reset, I have to say, on that trigger. So not bad. Ruger gives you a good gun for the value and the money and everything, and that's kind of where this falls. And they have achieved what these other companies have. SIG and Springfield and Smith & Wesson with the Shield. They have created a pistol that is pretty small that holds 10 rounds flush. They really have. Let's see the Hellcat, I guess it holds 11, doesn't it? Yeah, it holds 11 in a flush mag. and the P365 holds 10. I think the Smith & Wesson, the new Smith, holds 10. Yeah, and a flush mag. It's got a longer grip though, I have to say. So, you know, by and large, there's not a lot of difference. The shield's a little heavier and than the others, but you're talking about a firearm that can be a pocket gun with 10+1 or 11+1 in these particular models, these four, and you know, Ruger's matched that, and so you know, a very shootable little firearm. I get to mess around at longer range. Granted, these are pocket pistols to me, and you know, for me, handgun is just like throwing darts or whatever you're doing, shooting a basketball. It's fun to do it close up. It's fun to stretch out and see what you can do at range. It doesn't. I'm not trying to indicate that you need to be able to shoot one of these little pistols at long range. If you can't hit, you know, a turkey at 70 yards, what's wrong with you? I'm not trying to imply that because, you know, I don't hit them either all the time. So let me load while I'm yakking. So, but, you know, up close and dirty, man, these are all good little guns. They really are. And like I said, I think this Max-9 will probably be a very reasonably priced firearm as time moves on. Everything is supply and demand, and right now it's hard to keep up with the demand. There's a lot of people buying firearms, right, and ammo, and it's a weird time we're in, but that will get better. And we really do appreciate having some ammo, enough ammo to demonstrate, you know, the new guns that come out and help you make a better decision, right? If you even need to make a decision. Do you ever sometimes wonder, you finally settle on a firearm that you like just fine, and then here comes another one. You know, like the Hellcat hadn't been out all that long, has it? Even the P365, what, couple, 3 years. Then you got the new Shield. So you might have been a Shield lover, for example, and it's one of your favorite pistols, but you went to the, you know, the SIG because it has better capacity, it's a nice gun, or the Hellcat or something. Well, lo and behold, here comes another one, the Ruger. It holds 10, and you like Ruger too. And then here comes a Shield Plus, and it holds 10, you know. And so you find yourself spending money on firearms you didn't really plan to. But we're in this part of the firearms industry is really just, I don't know if it's maturing or not, but you know, it is kind of maturing. It wasn't all long ago where a little gun like this was the best you could do, right? I mean, in terms of capacity, a firearm this size with, you know, 6 or 7 rounds of 9mm, that was it, single stack 9, right? Remember Glock 43? Late to the game? Maybe they were. Well, now it had better be about that size and hold 10 rounds, right, in a flush magazine, or else what are you doing? Like right now, if there's a gun company designing a firearm this size that's going to hold 7 rounds, what's wrong with them? You know, they're behind the time already, aren't they? They're behind the 8 ball to begin with. Not that 1 or 2 rounds necessarily is the biggest thing out there in terms of importance, but hey, it's what the others hold. You got really good choices that hold 10, so you know, you sort of have to match that. Okay, let me try again, see if I can shoot a little bit better. All right, just 2 mags, so all right. There we go. Just if I bear down, it's just fine. I'm gonna try that buffalo. A little low, I think. I'm gonna try the pig. I can tell better where I'm going. Yeah. How about that plate right there? Maybe it shoots a little bit lower than I was remembering. I'm gonna put a couple on the Cowboy. I'm gonna try to hold right on those hits. Okay, I got you. Oh, there's some targets right there. Yeah, okay. Kind of getting the hang of it. So a nice pistol. You got a nice big trigger guard. This one does have the safety. The Pro model does not have the thumb safety, so you can get it either way. If you're a pro, then you can buy the one without the safety. Okay, I guess, is that what that means? And of course, you've got different optics. I think the Shield, everything that's available for the Shield, I think, will fit this and give it a place. I mean, nobody's making a firearm major company that won't handle almost any optic that you want to put on there, right? That will fit on one of these Micro-9s. So that goes without saying. And it breaks down the same way. Do I really need to break it down? Are you going to cry if I don't? Well, maybe I will. You know, I just realized this might be handy. You can pop this down. There we go. Maybe I can get the pin started. And we're definitely empty, you know. Okay. So if you're not familiar with any of these firearms, you're kind of new to all this. Some of these small Rugers, the LCP, the LC9, and this one too, get the pin, knock the pin out. And did I not pull the trigger? Yeah, then that comes out, okay. So there you go. It's a little heavier, than the other pistol, but yeah, it's fine. Nice long rails, nice pistol. Pistol will fire with magazine removed. Okay, remember that, everybody. So it doesn't have the disconnect, does it? The trigger is pretty good. For these pistols, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So stick them back together. Looks familiar. And I don't know. When I saw that it breaks down the same way and that little pin that comes out, that's not ideal to have a pin you could lose, obviously. But then again, I guess defensive Ruger, when you do take it apart, it's not like you're going to be on horseback running through the woods, galloping through the woods, right? You're somewhere where you can just be careful. You're cleaning the firearm, right, I imagine. And, so it's not a big deal. I guess I've never lost one. I've got a couple of LCPs, and I've had a couple of these, and, so I'll bet you somebody sells a pack of those, Brownells or Ruger or somebody, keep those around. So that's how it comes apart, and, ready, optic ready, a nice little gun. I bet you in 6 months or a year, you can probably buy this thing for like $400, be my guess, or maybe even under that, $399, $380 or something. Competition gets revved up, guns are available. You all are out there buying them. We'll see. So pretty nice little gun. Let me load it one more time. Thickness, I'll just give you a quick, like I said, we're going to do a video on all these at some point. You get a little more thickness. I don't do the numbers. I just kind of stick it on there and then see if it'll fit on the other one. It's just close enough for government work. See, it won't quite fit. It's thicker. Got to open it up some. Okay. I take it off, put it back on the LC9. You see the gap you got there? So it's a thicker slide. All right. Now, while I've got it on the thickness of this one, yeah, squeezing down there. Okay, let's put it on some of these others. What's this? This is the Hellcat. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So the Max-9 is thicker than the Hellcat on the slide. What about the SIG? Yep, thicker than the SIG. Not a lot, but thicker than the SIG. And let's see, the Shield. Well, Shield's thinner. Well, kind of the same, depending on where you look at it. About like the, I guess, 365. I know that's not very professional. See, when you get back into the Glock 26, it's not going to fit on the Glock 26. That's the thing. It's thicker. Than all these. And that's the beauty of these. I'll shoot it one more time. Is that you get kind of and I love the Glock 26, still do. My gosh, you could put a Glock 19 mag in it. You can pop a Glock 17, a Glock 18 mag in it, and keep going. It's just great. But I tell you, the attraction, this thing here, 11 rounds. And it's just lighter. Let's see how much lighter. That's the Hellcat. It's 18 3/8 ounces. Glock 26 is 21 5/8 ounces. I know some of you folks laugh about the difference in ounces, but it makes a difference. Anybody that packs a gun all day in your pocket or even on your belt. So, you know, if you got something that's just as shootable and feels just as good, and it really is, you're not just making it up because you want it to shoot as well, or you want it to feel as good. I mean, it really is. In your hands, you can handle it just fine, as well as your 26, and that's a nice thing. So it's great that we're living in wonderful times. So many choices, so many choices. I have to say, and we'll do a video comparing all these a little more extensively and shooting them all. My initial impression is that, I don't know, it's grip. If I got some grip tape on it, you know, a layer, at least one layer of, you know, Talon grips on it, especially the pros, or some sandpaper, I think it would help me. But I have to be careful. I tend to want to, I think I pull it right or left. I think I don't shoot it as well as some of the others, my bottom line, but well enough, but not as well maybe. So we'll shoot. When we do a more extensive video comparing all of these, and I'll shoot them all, I'll get a better impression of that, okay? All right. What do we got here? I'll just go from, quit trying to pop some of these smaller ones and just kind of, yeah, I don't know, shoot some stuff here. Yeah, maybe I kind of want to shoot it low too if I'm not careful. Might be a tendency. Got hit on my last shot. So as with any pistol, you need to work with it, and I probably, you know, with the ammo apocalypse going on, even though we are so lucky Federal has helped us out, and I have a lot, you know, I plan way ahead, okay, both on my personal ammo and on the Federal ammo and everything. But we probably in recent months, we don't just, you know, just go out, well, shoot this thing a few hundred times. We're going to do video on it in a few days or something. You know, don't shoot them as much to become really proficient and just impress the heck out of you how I shoot this thing. I just, it shoots fine. I've shot it enough, probably 3-4 mags before the video, just, you know, get a feel for it, where to hold the sights, and yeah, it works and seems fine. If it's going to quit working, or some problem is uncovered within this pistol, as I say often, it'll show up, you know, with everybody buying them and everybody shooting them and a lot of people doing videos with them. The truth will be revealed. I don't need to shoot this 1,000 times. I mean, for one thing, it's a Ruger. We expect it to work. If it doesn't, we're surprised. And if a lot of us are surprised it doesn't work, guess who will hear about it? You all, and me, you know, on the internet, right? So it is, but it is great times. Here we got a little Ruger that's not a lot bigger or not much heavier than the LC9, and it holds 10 in a flush magazine. You know, it's optics ready. It's got a fiber optic and a night sight. They'll tritium in there too. So pretty nice little rig, and probably, I don't know, I say it probably will be the low end on the price range of these guns I have on the table. But you never know. I've seen shields, man, priced really, really competitively, and it just depends on their plus model how the pricing goes on that. But so anyway, Ruger's usually priced very reasonably, and got a good little gun. It looks like. Negatives that again, it's a little blocky. It's a little blocky, and I'm not sure what it is about the grip. Maybe it's just a little small for my hand. I don't feel as comfortable. If I had to take on an army over there on the hill very quickly, I think I shoot the Hellcat better, or the P365, you know, to tell you the truth. But if I worked with it, I might master it. Okay. So anyway, the Max-9 from Ruger, nice little pistol. It's great to have another choice in this format. It really is. So glad y'all came out today, and we really appreciate you supporting all the people that support us. Come back, won't you? Life is good.
Tired. It's a long walk from where I had to shoot that. Oh man. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. Since you're here, I want to let you know about our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol, talongungrips.com. Check out everything they have over there. You can get lots of different grips, the stick-on grip textures for your handguns and rifle grips, so go check them out. Also Ballistol, they're a firearms lubricant or anything else you might need lubricating. It's water soluble and non-toxic. Been using it on the compound and cleaning all of our guns. It's a cleaner and a lube for over 10 years. So Ballistol, Talon Grips, definitely check both of those companies out. And also, while you're on the internet, don't forget to go to hickok45.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Hickok45, Twitter, Hickok45, Instagram, The Real Hickok45, and also I have an Instagram page where I post behind the scenes stuff and different things like that. John, John _ HICKOK45 on Instagram. And the next thing you have to do is watch more videos.